What's up everyone, Lion Roar here, and we have a couple of brand new heroes in Gemstone Legends, including legendary VYLLEA. So of course, I'm going to do a full breakdown and summons. But first, download Gemstone Legends, a mobile RPG puzzle match game. Use the link in the description to start with free stuff, including a bonus hero. Alright, so before even looking at the skills, there's some things I really like about VYLLEA here, including a really high attack stat, which is going to matter a lot when we take a look at the skills, but there's no bad stats here. So like HP, defense, speed, that's all average, so nothing is bad there. Mana gain is at 22, which is kind of a sweet spot, because if you can get that up to 25 with caster equipment, what that means is you reduce the number of tiles needed from 5 to 4. And then you set off the special. And if you know anything about me and things I like about this game, it's the faster you are, the more likely you are to win. So the faster your specials come, the more likely you are to defeat your opponent. So with that comes this speed leader ability in the arena. Now it is just the arena, but you can increase the speed of all allies by 21, which is significant. So not only are you increasing the speed of the game, but the specials that are going off here. The first one being Dark Ritual, deals damage to all enemies 290% of attack, which is why it's really important that attack stat be high. And this is AoE like all enemies, right? So that can be an enormous amount of damage, and there's some advantage to doing AoE damage to get through certain types of like defensive skills and things like that. So that's really important. You're going to notice there's not a lot of words here, and that's because the words are really powerful, especially Color Master. So gains Color Master for 5 turns, and that means that now she's got an advantage whenever matching tiles. When we look at the passive, Tome of Hellish Magic, there's a lot more words. This is where you actually have to be kind of strategic with her and just kind of keep in mind what her HP bar is like, because how you use her is going to kind of depend on where that's at. So when using her special ability, if at least one enemy has their HP below 50% before or after the special ability attack, she recasts her special ability once. So remember, that's damage to everybody and then gaining Color Master. So, you know, I feel like she should have Color Master active pretty much the entire battle. At the start of her turn, if she is below 70% HP and she gains Spell Shield status for 5 turns. So of course that's really important for being able to protect her. And that's the first one where you're going to have to pay attention to her own HP bar. At the start of her turn, if she's above 40% HP, she gains increased attack status for 3 turns. So now she's dealing even more damage, and you can get the damage to repeat. And she's got Color Master, and if you have the caster equipment on her, she's going to be going off more frequently. This starts to snowball in a good way. Damage is increased by 10% for each dead enemy. That's another way this damage really starts to snowball. So once the opponents start dying, she just becomes even that much more potent as far as her damage goes. So this is really good for a nuke type of strategy, a big AoE, where basically you have like at least 3 types of support heroes, and I usually like to go with about 2 types of damage heroes. That could be 2 AoE heroes, another one like her, just in case she gets shut down, the other one's dealing damage. But what I really like is for an AoE hero to be paired with a sniper type of hero that's dealing damage to an individual hero, so that you can not only be working on killing all of your opponents throughout the entire match, but also be picking off the ones that are the most dangerous or most problematic or most synergistic on the other side of the battlefield. And so I think that that's where you're really going to want to use her. That's true of putting her on defense. I think she could be a good defensive hero. And on offense, I think she can be a really great offensive hero too, especially with that increased speed stat. So if you make her a leader is what I mean, like in the arena. Okay. So I think she's pretty good. I'd really like to summon for her. And look, there's another hero here too, Ramses. I am all for this. Like, what a cool looking epic hero. I really hope I get Ramses too. I'm going to take a look at the abilities here just a little bit, because I've fallen in love with the art. But let's see what the abilities look like. The first is Pharaoh's Curse, 100% chance to remove 2 positive statuses from an enemy. That's always good and needed in this game. Deals damage to a single enemy, 310% of attack. Rotten Deity deals 5% less damage for each positive status affecting the enemy. and restores 20% of caster's HP and 15% mana whenever he kills an enemy. And he's also an accuracy leader in the guild. So, all right, let's get to town on this. I know I don't have a wish list hero. Again, if you watch my videos recently, you know I'm spending gems on other things. But here we go. I think I can afford, let's see here. I'm gonna use maybe like 50-ish scrolls of the gold variety and maybe like 2 of the platinum. So here we go. All right, I'm not gonna stop unless we get one of the new heroes. Or one that I think is really, really interesting that I haven't gotten before. Now, of course, I did all my talking. I want you to do your talking. Let me know in the comments what you think about these particular heroes that are here. We got our first epic, or just epic, Sika. I've gotten that one before. But I want to know your thoughts, so let me know in the comments. And how would you use her? What synergy would you build a team with? One of the cool things about Gemstone Legends is just how it's really hard to get any particular individual legendary hero. And so it makes for a really, really unique team building. All right, we got something else here. What is it? This one is Ozul. All right, continuing on. Got about 30 left of the gold variety. All right, something else. What's this one gonna be? And it is VYLLEA. All right, VYLLEA is one I have talked about before. All right, come on. Give me a legendary. Give me a legendary. Another epic, and this is definitely one we gotten before. It's Petra. Petra is good. Petra is good. So if you're just starting out, that is a really good epic hero to start out with. Come on. Come on. Three, two. Oh, we hooked someone. Who'd we get? Bring it on. Another epic hero, and this one is Florentina. And this will be the last gold one. There's so many fantastic heroes coming out. I don't want to just spend all my scrolls in one place. So I usually try to be pretty disciplined with what I'm doing. So here we go. Let's try 2 platinums. And it is Miminet. One more. Drum roll, please. Last one. Let's go. Who'd we get? Who'd we get? An epic hero, and this one is Ghidorah, who I have covered before. So I struck out this time. I know I have a lot of scrolls left, but like I said, there's so many good heroes coming out. I'm gonna save those for the future. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification, and I will catch you in the next one.